I'm going to show you how to find for sale by owner properties that are perfect for subject to. This is my little secret. It's one of my absolute favorite lists to get subject to deals. And I'm going to show you two ways, a free way and a paid way. Payway. Let's get into it. Zillow shows properties that are for sale with a realtor. And this is a great way to find subject to deals, but there's a problem. Explaining subject to a realtor? Realtors do not understand creative finance like you. They don't understand the benefits of an investor coming in and taking over someone's existing loan payment. That's why I don't like pitching subject to a realtor. I like pitching it to a seller. So how do we get straight to the sellers? Well, go to more, tick off all these boxes and just look for owner posted properties. All of these properties, let's click a random one, this one. This property is being listed by the owner. And if you scroll down, this is the property owner's actual cell phone number. So now you can just pick up your dang phone and pitch subject to the seller. Hey seller, if I was going to buy your property cash, I'd be at $150,000. But there is a way I can get you full price for your property. All I want to do is take over your existing loan payments.
Really? You want to take over my 8% mortgage?
Oh.
Guys, there's a problem. We don't know what the interest rate is on these payments. So if this property has a 6, 7, 8, 9% interest rate, whoa, we don't want that deal. So how do we find for sale by owner properties that have a low interest rate? Well, I have a couple secrets. The freeway, guys, it's actually just so simple. It's pretty big brain. Okay, hear me out. If you don't have any money, what you're going to do is do exactly what I showed you, but then you're going to scroll down and keep scrolling, and you're going to see when the property was sold. And if it was sold in 2019, 2020, or 2021, or the first few months of 2022, that means the interest rate is going to be under 5%. So this property probably has like a 3% interest rate. That's it. That's it. Let's take another example. Okay, this house. I want to pitch subject to, but maybe their interest rate's too high. Scroll down. Sold in the end of 2022. Yeah, their interest rate's probably like 6%. Maybe not the best subject to deal. This strategy absolutely works, but I'm going to show you a way to make your life so much easier if you have just a little bit of money. You need $120 per month because we're going to be using freebatchleads.com, and you can try their 7-day free trial. If you guys don't know what Batch Leads is, it's like X Leads or Deal Machine or PropWire or Privy, but Batch Leads is the best for anything to do with on market, or in this case, FSBOs. So now you're just going to choose your location. I chose Dallas, Texas. You're going to click for sale by owner, and then we're going to go to all filters, mortgage info, and we're going to say that the first loan interest rate should be a maximum of, let's say, 5%. Now, once we filter down these properties, we're left with perfect subject to opportunities. All right, this house, for example, this property can make for a wonderful long-term rental for a sub-2 investor. And if you go to the sale and loan page and scroll all the way down, and we scroll over here, we can see the interest rate's 2.8%. But not just that, it also gives us information on the loan amount. So the loan amount, guys, is about 200-ish thousand. So as sub-2 investors, we know the interest rate's not the only important thing. We also want them to have low equity. So we can simply just say like, yeah, they have around a $200,000 loan, but what do they want for the property? Well, they want $499,000. So that means they have way too much equity. It's just not a good sub-2 deal. So even though the rate was low, they have too much equity. What we're doing here, guys, is saving time. We're not wasting time calling bad leads. And if you really want to, guys, you can even get fancy with it and look at a maximum equity ratio. However, I will give you a disclaimer. The equity is based off of what Batch Leads determines is the market value, but they're not right. Really, the market value is what it's being sold for. So the equity ratio is not perfect. That's why I just prefer to do it manually. But anyways, guys, let's grab another property. All right, so I'm going to click this property, and as you guys can see, the total mortgage balance is $103,000. They want $175 for the house, so we're still off, but I promise you guys can negotiate. And the interest rate's 4.6%, so that's not the worst lead. You'd be surprised. You could call that seller and be like, hey, I want to take over your loan payments, and I want to give you $10,000 cash. How does that sound? You miss every shot you don't take, guys, so get out there, use this strategy to go find sub-2 deals. I hope you guys appreciate this video. If you did, guys, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you knew about this strategy, because you may not know, because you may not have known about it. Bye.